And Carmen, other organizations you've worked with besides the Vietnam Veterans Organization, have you worked with other organizations in this area?
Not in the city of Elizabeth. No, I haven't had the privilege to work with anyone else.
This is a first. I'm not so
This is
sure
a
anybody
first.
else has ever done this. And
No.
usually people protest, but you're actually doing something that's really productive. And we're actually going to salute people and
Yes.
commemorate them for their service in Iraq and
Yes.
Afghanistan.
My goal is that, you know how they always saying we appreciate those that are gone. I want to appreciate those that are still here, so they can see how much we do appreciate what they're doing. So, and my goal is to have someone from another city come up to me and tell me, how did you start this, so I could do it in my city, and so forth, so on, so on. So everybody could just appreciate their soldiers for their sacrifices.
Can you give us that phone number one more time, Carmen, before we
Sure,
break?
908-469-7022.
If anybody wants to get a hold of Carmen, they can call that number and celebrate those young men and women who have given up their time and service to
Yes.
the United States.
Come on,
Carmen, I look forward to seeing you on May 22nd. I thank you for
Definitely.
taking time out of your schedule to join us here.
Sure, thank you very much.
Please stay with us after these messages. We'll be back with more with Stanley Neron, who just returned from Haiti and his trip there, bringing goods from njforhaiti.com, as well as talking about our prom showcase. Please stay with us. Welcome back to our city. For the second half of the show, I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Stanley Neron of our Youth Services Bureau. And Stanley, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Mayor. Thanks for having me.
Now, you've been here in the past, and
Yes.
have you ever hosted the show?
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll see if we move you up to that soon someday. Now, why don't we start with Haiti first? You just came back. You've been the city liaison for njforhaiti.com, and we have collectively worked on a relief effort providing a small drop in the bucket for those that are suffering in Haiti from the earthquake of January 12th. What did you see?
Well, let me just first commend everyone for all their support that they provided New Jersey for Haiti with, and just supporting the Haitian people. Going to Haiti was just overwhelming. I saw a lot, but most importantly, I think, my mind now, I am of Haitian descent, and I always recognize the Haitian people to be strong people, but now it's beyond that now. Haiti is synonymous to resilience, tenacity, and just an overwhelming sense of strength. And I guess when you go to Haiti and you see what the people are faced with, you understand that you never really understand the will to live until you're faced with death. And they have found a way. There is a strong beacon of hope in Haiti with our children that are in school, that are excited about education, and the people are very spiritual, and they believe in their faith, and that's what's keeping them going.
And Stanley, njforhaiti.com was started by yourself and Senator Lesniak and others. And you've been the point man. I'm sure you've had a great team of people working with you. Maybe you can tell us about the team of people that worked with you in putting this together.
Well, we've had a tremendous team of people, and too many to mention, but it's been a large number of the Haitian leaders throughout the community, the churches, the nonprofit organizations, the senator's office, the congressman's office, and a number of just Haitian Americans that have came to the forefront and basically decided to keep the activism going and keep the word out on the streets and keep Haiti alive and well in the media, because as you know, CNN is no longer there, nor the other news outlets really reporting on the catastrophes that are still taking place in Haiti. Because prior to the earthquake, it was plagued with a sense of poverty, issues of health care and education, which are still there. And it's just tripled now with the devastation. While we were there, we visited a lot of schools. We went to a compound of 20,000 people where it was a tent city run by a large Christian organization, Grace International. And they were, they opened up their hearts to the people and allowed for the people to move in onto their territory, which was their land that they had, which was, beautiful green land with palm trees. And now that's different. Now it's a total tent city, and it's an actual city that's functioning with actual captains of every block, divided into 12 blocks. And the people have made their tent their actual home for the time being until.
Now, there's a school in New Jersey for Haiti's adopted?
Yes, we've adopted a school in Haiti. The elementary schools are referred to as colleges, and we adopted a school called College G.V. Peniel. It's a school of 450 youth from pre-K to 12th grade. Fabulous school. We went to visit both the old structure and the new site. The new site is now tents that have been provided by USAID. The old site, the government has requested most schools have to rebuild and relocate because the infrastructures are no longer suitable for school children because they don't want to see the type of tragedies that happen take place again. So they have to go on new land. And what NJ for Haiti has pledged to do is support the school in helping it to acquire the land, which we've already done, help them to secure the land, and help them in the rebuilding process.
And Stanley, how can people get involved? This is an effort that once the TV cameras go away, clearly the misery doesn't go away.
The misery definitely doesn't go away. It's a long-term commitment that we must make. You know, both as Haitian Americans, just it's a humane thing to do. You know, definitely log on to the website. It's www.nj4haiti.org to find out all the different events that are taking place and how you can donate. We're making sure that when we advertise a group, they're actually doing something and we're aware of what they're doing. It's about transparency for us, that the money that is donated to the organizations are actually doing something, you know, and that's why we're on the ground in Haiti, making sure that, you know, we report back to the progress that's been made, and our partners are doing the same.
And Stanley, switching gears a little bit, the red carpet showcase that I mentioned in my opening remarks, the prom showcase,
Yes.
is something that, did you come up with this idea, by the way?
No, I'm not going to take credit for it. I got to give it to my students.
Okay,
Our
because it's a student advisory group.
It's our student advisory group that did it through the Building Future Leaders program, which has grown tremendously since our advisory group, and they conceptualized doing a red carpet type of celebrity showcase, you know, something that you see on MTV or the Grammys, and we're now moving into our 4th year, and you know, the community is definitely looking forward to it. They came up with the idea, came up with the, you know, how they wanted to see it done, and kind of creating the paparazzi feel. And really, it's an event that celebrates our students, really commends them for, you know, making it through high school and being able to move forward to a bright future. You know, and I strongly believe it builds their self-esteem. And so many, I've gotten an overwhelming amount of calls from parents and relatives that can't wait to see their kids on the red carpet. So it's a great event.
And the red carpet prom showcase, is it important to the community or only important to the kids?
Both. I think it's great for the community to see that, you know, what they've supported all these years, you know, what we do as the Office of Youth Services, the type of programming we do. Not only is it a red carpet prom showcase, but we also promote abstinence. You know, if Planned Parenthood comes, MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. We have the, I believe it's the Rape Crisis Prevention Bureau, they're coming. To really just, you know, educate teens on you know, date rape, STDs, drunk driving. You know, we want to make sure that, you know, the information is there, that they get it, and that they don't make the some big mistakes that are made on prom night. Because we find out that on prom night, a lot of big errors take place, such as drunk driving or unprotected sex, and, you know, which develops to teenage pregnancy and so many other things. And we want to make sure that we can give them the information so that they think smart on that night.
Now, who actually plans the red carpet showcase? The conceptual idea you told me came from the students. Do they actually plan it as well?
They help in the planning. They're led by the coordinator of the Building Future Leaders program, Tyresha Adair, who heads up the Building Future Leaders program that takes place Monday through Friday at the YMCA, which is a mentorship and leadership program. And her, along with her staff, along with the Department of Cultural Heritage, the Business Administrator's Office, the Police Department, they all come together to make sure it's a successful day.
Now, when is it?
It's May 20th, this upcoming Thursday, and you know, we're looking forward to seeing everybody.